I wanted to share an exciting win that I just realized as I'm on the road to recovery from compulsive patterns, specifically around eating. I used to have a severe food addiction and binge eating problems that consumed my life for many, many years. I'm so fortunate to be on the road to recovery from that, and so much has come up as I've found this new version of myself. I'm down over 100 pounds, and so much else in my life has changed as well. But something I realized today was pretty significant for me and a big deal. Anytime I traveled anywhere or I had guests stay with me, the first thought was, I can't wait for them to leave, or I can't wait for me to go home so I can eat. Because if you know me, the food patterns that I had, you never really saw. I did all that stuff in private. So I'm coming off of about 2 weeks straight of having company in my home. And usually, like I said in the past, that would be a big trigger for me to then order a massive meal when they leave. So this morning, after I dropped my mom off from the airport, because patterns still come up and thoughts of binge do still come up, you just have the control around them now, which I do. But after I dropped my mom off at the airport, my first thought was, what am I gonna eat? I guess that doesn't really go away. And I wasn't gonna binge, but I wanted to order something good. Why not? So I did what I used to do, started shopping around Uber Eats, adding a few different things from different restaurants into carts and just seeing what I really wanted. And as I'm doing this, I'm like, why? There's really no need. I actually have a ton of food at home. And maybe the $26 sandwich from Pura Vida with the gluten-free bread and the side of spicy aioli, despite it being amazing, isn't always worth it. So I just made food at home instead. I know it seems so simple from the outside looking in, but this was an unbelievable win for me. And it actually made me realize I've been doing this a lot. I've been choosing to cook for myself instead of ordering in. When I look at the past, I would tell myself I'm cooking a meal at home, and then I would get so stressed out and overwhelmed and eventually would just place an order. But now I'm doing the opposite. I'll go to place an order because it is easier, and you can treat yourself every once in a while, who cares? But I'll actually find myself being like, I'll just make something at home. It's easier, it's cheaper, and I know what's going into the food. This mindset shift is everything for me, and kind of why I start my videos talking about the fact that I'm on the road to recovery from compulsive patterns and not just binge eating, because it goes far beyond the amount of food that I was eating. Because compulsive patterns happen in other aspects. And yes, in this instance, it is around food. And I would say, F it and just order the food. Spend all the money, take my money, Uber Eats. That was a compulsion. I didn't have to do that, but something in my brain was telling me, F it, just do it. The same way it was when I just couldn't stop eating food. I don't know the scientific term for this, but something in your brain just wants to destroy you. That's how I always felt. Like it wasn't me having these thoughts. It was something else. My NLP coach, who has coached me through this entire journey, would call it my drunk monkey. And it is that character that's inside your brain that you can't control, that's talking to you and making all the decisions, but it's really not me doing it. It sounds so crazy saying that out loud, but like, it's so true. I'm so type A and I control everything in my life, and I could not control what I was eating, which was so frustrating. I have so much more to say about compulsive patterns in general and things that affected me that were far beyond just the food. But today, this is a huge win. I will focus on that, and I'm just really proud of how far I've come.